Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Catherine Stamlinga and this is a new segment. I will be having conversations with my friends and people that I know, just talking about everything USA, how life has been and how to navigate the system. You already know I'm all about navigating the system in the USA. So yeah, this segment will help me and help you get more insights from different people, get different perspectives. In our very first episode, I have a very good friend of mine. She's a big deal. She is a big deal. You know, I don't play. So anyone I bring on this episode is going to be a big deal, okay? She's going to introduce herself. I will not do that for her. She's good at talking, okay? I hope you're going to like this segment. Please like, comment, and share. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you're notified each time we post a new video. And please give me feedback on this new segment. Okay, thank you so much, and introduce yourself.
Hi guys, how are you? My name is Grace Njoki. I live in Seattle, Washington. Originally, I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. I have been in the US for about 7 years now. I am a fashion model, I'm a makeup artist, and I also work in healthcare. And I'm here to have a conversation about my life in the US, and hopefully you enjoy this podcast. Mwah. All right. Cheers.
Let's have a nice conversation. All right. Okay. I forgot the same. So, so tell me, how has life been?
Where do I start? I would say now life is good, but it's been a journey for sure.
Yeah, of course.
It's been a roller coaster of emotions, trying to navigate, trying to figure out who you are. Like moving to a new country definitely changes you.
Yeah.
It makes you question a lot about who you are as a person.
Especially in America.
Especially in America.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you go through so much questioning and doubt and moments of highs and lows. This being my 7th year, I can say I'm coming to a place where I'm like,
finally.
I'm like,
wow.
I'm not there yet, but I've accepted. Yeah, I've accepted this is my new reality.
You know, you're actually scaring me right now.
Why?
She's scaring me right now.
Yeah.
This is my 3rd year, right, guys? She's 7 years in America, and she's saying, this is my new reality.
Exactly. Yeah, it is. That's why, like, everybody's story is different.
Yeah,
everybody's story is different.
Girl,
yes.
I'm nowhere near how you feel right now.
Yeah,
but I'm just like, okay, I'm in my 3rd year now.
Yeah.
She's on her 7th, but she feels like, oh.
Yeah, it's still like I'm not even quite.
I have that long way to go. Jesus Christ.
And I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like I'm not quite there yet, but I do feel like I'm at a place where I'm like, you know, it is what it is. If I've managed to be here for the last 7 years and I'm still here, like, it can only get better.
Yeah, it's getting better, right?
Exactly. It can only, like, there's no choice.
Either you make it or you make it.
But surviving the last 3-4 years, that was not fun. Getting here, like, trying to get work, adjusting to the system, or actually working in healthcare, it's not easy.
Yeah, it doesn't.
This is a job
new. It's
a job
new.
that
you never expected you'd be doing. It's something we don't know in Africa. We just hear about it, like, okay, this is what people do in the US, but actually experiencing it and being it is very hard.
I didn't know nothing. Like, I feel like me coming in America, I came so blindly.
Oh,
I came so blindly. I didn't do my research. It was just like one of those things where, like, you pack your suitcase and you get your visa and I'm going to America. Like, I didn't put so much thought to coming to America, which is probably good because I didn't overthink it. You understand? I didn't overthink it. I just went, got my visa and stuff like that, and
enjoy.
And just came. I didn't know. I was clueless. I was very, very clueless.
Yeah,
because I had my life back home. I was busy working, so I was so clueless, naive, clueless. I just came, like, it was just it's just like an opportunity. It's not one of those opportunity that, I mean, personally, I was never one of those people who dreamt to come to America. That was
Yeah.
never like my dream. That was, I always wanted to leave my country, maybe travel, but America was not one of those things. I was kind of like, oh my God, I can't
gonna
wait to
settle
go to
in
America.
America.
No,
Yeah.
this to me was kind of like newsflash. It was
Yeah.
like, boom.
We're going to America.
Like, you got your visa, you're going to America. So I did not plan to be here. I did not plan effectively. I did not have any I'm the first person in my family to be here.
Oh,
exactly. Thank you. So I did not have any family. I did not have anybody over
That's
here
hard.
that's like
really
advising
hard.
me. So I did not know what I was walking
But did
into.
you have friends?
I didn't
you
even have
know
friends.
anyone?
Yeah, I had a couple of people. Like the person that I came with they had friends over here.
So that's the only person you relied on
exactly,
for everything. That's hard.
So me, I was like very naive. I was like young. Oh, I think I was 22.
Oh, that's so young.
Yeah, so it's like
so young.
let's go. I did not know nothing.
All right, but now you're here. You're like
I've
7
had to
years.
learn, yeah.
You've had to learn.
I've had to learn.
I believe the hard way.
The hardest way, actually.
Yeah, I believe so.
So everybody's story is different, but it's been it's. And what I learned, I would say the biggest lesson that I learned is that when you come to America, whoever picks you up at the airport, actually, if you're coming by yourself and you don't have any family and you don't know anything, kind of determines how your journey in America is gonna be.
That's true.
Yeah, whoever picks you up at the airport and they're clueless just as you're gonna be both clueless towards but
that's why I always tell people, when you come to America, you don't really have to just depend on who brought you here or who you knew from way back home. Do your own research, try to find new people, try to get new people.
Don't come
get
blindly.
into different circles. Like, she's from Kenya, I'm from Malawi, she's my cool friend, you know. We made doing our own thing and we bumped into each other. We started talking in an elevator. So don't be scared to talk to new people. Get new ideas, new knowledge, because the people that brought you here might not know everything, you know. That's the thing. So if you just get stuck with, okay, this is the one who brought me here, so I'll go with what she says, I'll do that, whatever he or she says, you're setting yourself for failure.
You're gonna be stuck. You're gonna be like in the same situation. Because for me, it took me 1 month to quickly realize,
you're
things
smart.
gotta change. I'm like, this is not it.
That means you're smart. Because some people will be like on their 7th year and be like, no, this is not how it's supposed to be. But if it took you a month,
I learned real quick.
You're smart. That's why you're my friend, quick. Right?
That's right.
Yeah, smart. Because some people will go 7 years. That's when they're realizing, what have I been doing?
No, but that's scary. I don't want. That's it's a very scary place to be.
So what has been what was your biggest shock?
Oh, the culture
about America. Yeah.
What was my biggest? Definitely the weather shocked me, first of all.
It does.
That was like a shock. I've never experienced so much cold like I have experienced.
When we're in Africa, we see snow in the movies and we're like, okay, snow. We don't know what snow means.
Oh yeah,
we don't know what it means to walk in. It's cold.
It's cold. Yeah, weather.
And when your car freezes.
And I feel like me, for the first 1 year, I didn't even have a vehicle. I was hopping around the bus. So you can imagine winter in the bus, because you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, I got in the bus 2 times.
You lucky girl.
I got lost. Not because I wanted. I got lost. Okay, I got lost. My battery was low, and I had to hop off. It was very traumatizing for me. So
it's not back home.
No, it's not. You have to. Do you have conductors in Kenya?
Yeah,
where you ask.
Where you ask
someone, where am I dropping?
Yeah, you have to kind of
It was a very bad experience for me getting in the bus, because I got lost. I'm like, okay, where are we now? My battery is low. You need to be on your phone and all that. That's why I don't have a lot of history with bus.
Yeah,
and I don't want to. I don't know. Do I want to try?
No.
Get on the bus
now it's fine. You can try it because now you're at a place I have my car, so if I'm going to the bus, it's just kind of it's more for an experience.
And I think maybe I won't get lost.
No. I don't. It's more I would take the bus now because I'm not worried about taking the bus, because I would take the bus to kind of go tour around Seattle,
and maybe
the
when
city.
you're going in
Yeah,
the
because I don't want to
city.
drive in the city. So I'm more comfortable taking the bus now than I
Then
was when I came, because it was
Girl, I'm
traumatizing.
not. Like, I'm going on my third year and I'm not comfortable getting the bus because and the stories you hear about being in a bus, there's a crackhead who's going to shoot someone. There's a lot happens in the bus, and I'm always like, do I really want to do that? But only because of my experience with the bus. And if you did buses for a year, girl,
I did buses for like almost like a good one.
Okay, so you came here 7 years ago. You went through all that. Tell me about how you managed to expand, to get into modeling, to get into makeup, to start a business, because it's a business, right? So tell me about that. How has it been? How did you get into it?
So me, like, I think for me, things just flow into my life naturally. I don't usually, some of these things that happen in my life are not things that I wake up and be like, oh, I want to do this. But I happen to be in the right places at the right time. So I would say you have to be around the right people who can support your potential. Because my potential for I've always loved makeup like that, but it's not something that I thought I can
do it as a business.
Yeah. But being around the right environment and the right people, they will quickly see your potential. So my friend quickly saw my potential.
That's nice. That's nice.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, that's nice.
So my friend quickly saw my potential and she was like, you need to start doing makeup for people. And she immediately booked me on a makeup job and I didn't have no makeup kit, or I didn't have no stuff to do. I just like, and I'm also people like, I'm very motivated. If you give me something to do, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
So she was like, yeah, you can do this. You can do this. Go get your stuff. I went to Walmart, got my makeup supplies, and I went for the job. It was horrible.
Of course, your first time.
It was very bad.
It was horrible.
I'm not gonna lie. It was the worst job ever, but I persevered. I didn't give up. So I continued. I picked up another job, and then it just started slowly picking up like that.
Yeah, and you got better.
And I started getting better. I started believing in myself by just doing more. And I did also a lot on my friends too. Like I used to do free makeup for my friends just to practice on them.
That's nice.
And eventually I met this lady, and she's in the fashion, and she was like, oh, you want to come do makeup for
my
models? And that's how like you went all the way out there, because once you start doing the fashion shows, you get noticed. But I would say I didn't get noticed because I'm like the greatest or what. It's because I think I did not give up, and I was in the right. You have to be in the right room with the right people. Like, this is America. You can't just sit somewhere and expect things to, like, you have to move, you have to connect with people, you have to talk to people, you have to share your, like,
Yeah. So how did you meet? Okay, tell me that right room for you. What was it? Because you've told me you had a friend.
Yeah, I had a friend who had a friend.
Who told you, okay, you can do this, turn this into a business.
Yeah.
And then you met this friend, this other person. You didn't say a friend. You met this other person who told you, come and do makeup for my models.
Yeah.
Where did you meet that person?
It was on Instagram, actually, because we started talking on Instagram. And by then I had also, I had already started building my my makeup page. So they quickly noticed that I do makeup, and they're like, hey, you want to come and do makeup for... So I was already building my makeup page.
Yeah.
So by the time I'm meeting, or these people are seeing me, I already have something set up. Something tangible to show. So it's not like...
So that's more like you need to put yourself out there.
Exactly.
Don't just hide like, okay, I do this, I sing, and then you sing in your bathroom.
No, you have to put... And you know, it's funny because I told myself, I wanted to quit Instagram. And I told myself, the only way I'm going to go back to Instagram is if I have a business. And as soon as I did that, that's when I opened my makeup business. And that's how I met these people. And they're like, yeah, they're in Seattle. They're like Seattle creatives. The whole fashion shows in Seattle. And that, I would say, was a blessing to me, because it really put me out there as far as makeup goes, as far as fashion goes. And the more you start doing stuff like what you're doing, the more you start doing this, the more you get noticed.
Motivate me.
The more motivated, exactly. The more motivated you become, because there's something about creativity, there's something about not working for yourself or just like being creative that it just makes you want to do more.
More, yeah, and
just,
that feeling is very unmatched.
Yeah, it's unmatched. Yeah, so
yeah.
for me, it's not like I did not see this. Again, this is another thing I did not see coming into my life. But
like
like coming to America, exactly. But as soon as it came, I grasped it. So what am I trying to say? Like, as soon as an opportunity comes, if you can do it, do it. And even if you cannot do it, it's still fine. At least you tried. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't turn down opportunity. I don't say no to nothing.
Yeah, if you can do it, do it.
Yeah, if you can do it, do it. And if you cannot, it's okay. Another thing is gonna come up. Yeah, that's all I can say.
Wisdom. That's some wisdom right there. That's some wisdom right there, I swear. Let's talk about work. How has work been? You're doing a lot, right?
Yeah.
How are you managing to do everything, to work and then your business?
Yeah, I would say I don't overthink things. For me, work is work. It pays my bills, so that's what it is right now. So I'm not overthinking it, but I do. It's definitely something that I want to keep upgrading as far as work goes. Let me see. The good thing about my job in healthcare, I find it easier. It's easy. It doesn't. It's not so well for me.
Yeah, for you.
I'm gonna speak for me. Mine is not as demanding as some other places. So
yeah.
I have time to do my healthcare and also like do my makeup kits. And then maybe it also stems from like being here for like that period of time. I've learned how to like navigate the scheduling and all that stuff so that I can have time for myself, for my business, and also have time for work.
Do you ever do you wish you can do full-time business?
Oh, 100%. That's the best. There's no better feeling like you doing someone's makeup or whatever business it is, and coming back home knowing that this is my money.
This is what I do.
This is what that's the best feeling ever. Like getting paid to do what you actually love to do. Chef's kiss.
Tell me how you market your business here in the US, because it's different with how we do things in Africa, right? And I think in Africa it's kind of easier because we grew there. We have friends, so friend will tell a friend. We have a million people know us. How are you marketing your business if you do? And you already said how it's going, and it's going on good, but that marketing aspect, how are you putting yourself out there?
Yeah.
Do you do more than Instagram?
Technically mostly Instagram. And because I do, for me, I do a lot of makeup on the Kenyan community. Because I mean, I'm Kenyan, it makes more sense that way. I'm connect more with them. But I do makeup for everybody. But just being in the Kenyan community, there's always word of mouth.
Yeah.
Which moves. It's almost like back home, you know.
Yeah,
that one moves really quick.
It does. Who did your makeup?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Then can I have a number? So I would say the first 1-2 years of me being in the business, it was definitely word of mouth. Word of mouth. I get a very few clients off social media, but word of mouth has done it for me. And then now a little bit of social media and networking also. Like you gotta go to the networking events, pass around your business cards.
Oh, business cards.
Exactly. Business cards, flyers, or whatever. So networking, word of mouth, social media. Yeah,
on the low,
because most social media is good because then when you have a client, they're gonna see it's good for like your profile for them to kind of like see how your makeup is and stuff like that, or how your business is. But I'm not quite there yet as far as marketing on social media
is concerned.
Yeah,
you do more of offline.
Yeah, mine is more offline.
Do you ever feel like you need to belong?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's those moments where you feel like you're so out of place. And then there's moments where like I don't even care anymore. And then there's moments where like, you know what? We are all in the same boat.
The transition from being you, the way you are, and coming to America and realizing you're Black.
Oh yeah. I was shocked. I didn't know. Again, call me naive. I don't know. Call me naive. I'm sorry, guys. I'm apologizing in advance. But for me, I didn't know that existed. I didn't know being Black was an issue. I didn't grow up in that kind of an environment. Like, we never had that back home. And then coming here, you're being judged for for your skin. And I'm like, what? I can't even get, like, there's some job that I cannot get because I'm black. I'm like, what did I walk into?
Girl, it's hard. Like, I think that's the hardest thing I've had to deal with.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Let me just say that.
Because I didn't expect, I thought when, like I said, I thought when I didn't do my research again. I did not do my research coming here.
No, actually, I think that's not something you do your research on.
Yeah, it's something that is already existing.
And the thing is, when you're coming from Africa or wherever you're coming from, you think that won't affect you. But that's a very big issue that people have to deal with. Coming here, like when you're in Africa, you just feel like a human being.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just human.
We're humans, and but when you come here, you're categorized. You're black.
You're categorized.
You're Mexican. You're Hispanic. You're this. I'm like, what?
It's crazy. That's the hardest thing I've had to deal with.
Yeah.
And the biggest issue for me has been, I don't know when someone is being racist or is just being nice. You know,
it's hard to trust.
It's hard to know, and then you're just like, are you being nice or are you being racist?
Exactly.
You know, like the very first time I noticed something was off, I was at a store and then this white guy gave me his trash to throw in the trash can.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. For me, exactly. So me, I was like, I am close to the trash can. That's why he gave me his trash to throw in the trash can. I didn't see a problem with that. Trust me, every black person looked at me like, did you just accept to do that?
Because you're like, we're used to being nice,
you know. So to me, I was just, okay,
it's a nice thing
to do, and I'm close to the trash can. I have no problem with doing that. Wow. But to this person, he was like, everyone was like, did she just do that? And I tried to...
You had to differentiate,
Yeah, I tried to think about it like, okay, so what does that mean? Does it mean I'm trash? Does it mean So just trying to... that thing of, okay, I'm black now. Man, it's stressful.
And there's so much that they have gone through over here that we still don't know about, because as we're coming from Africa. So I feel like I don't have enough knowledge as the black people over here. True. So I kind of have to learn how to navigate being black in America.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's actually true. And
as much as I'm black, I still...
You don't know
how black.
I don't know what it means to be black. How have you been dealing with that? Or haven't you been meeting a lot of racist or black situations?
A lot of racists. I think nowadays,
how do you manage?
Me personally, the way I manage, I'm at a place where I'm not gonna let anybody. I don't care. Like, I literally do not care. I just don't care, because when you look at it, it's like the dumbest thing. Racism is so stupid. Like, you're gonna walk around being mad at someone because of their skin color. So just thinking that way, I'm like, I'm not gonna stoop to your level. So if you wanna be racist toward me, that's your problem. It's not gonna take away from who I am I don't allow it to take away from who I am as a person. I don't allow it to change. Like, if I want to go hang out at a white neighborhood, I'm going to go hang out at a white neighborhood.
You're going to get yourself shot. She's getting herself shot. Trust me. I'm not going to let anybody, at the end of the day, I look at everybody as a human being. So if you want to be mean, you go be mean over there. It's not going to stop me from shining. It's not going to stop me from my glory from being seen, because that's your problem. And I do understand it hurts. It's not the best place to be, but I choose to be like, I know what I'm here for. Yeah, exactly. Like, I know what I'm here for.
I know what I'm here for. I know who I am as a human being, and you looking at me based on my skin color is not going to change the fact that I feel like everybody, all of us belong on this earth. Whether you're black, brown, yellow, green, I don't care.
This is our earth.
Yeah, this is our earth. Yeah. But if you over there want to look at it as your earth, and I don't belong here because of my skin color, for me, that is not my problem.
Deal with it.
Deal with that. That's your anger. That's your bitterness.
Yeah, not mine.
Not mine. That's how I look at it, and that kind of helps me not to get pissed off or stuff. But yeah, some of them can really piss you off for sure. Yeah, like it's crazy. I don't know if you've experienced this, but I've experienced it because I usually take walks a lot. And when you're walking and you see some people, not everybody, some people like they see you as a black person and they move. If they were walking close to you, they
move to the side.
They move to the side. And you know what I do? I'm like, thank you. Thank you for clearing the path for me.
Let the queen move.
Exactly. Let the queen pass.
Let the queen pass.
Like for you to do that just shows how intimidated you were
with me.
Yeah. That you literally have to. I don't have a problem with you. You have a problem with me. So when I see people do such kind of behaviors, I don't let it get to me. I flip it and look at it in the other way. I'm like, thank you for creating space for me.
Exactly. Like, thank you.
Now I can even catwalk if I wanted to. Move. Thank you. Because I'm not going to move.
No, you're moving.
Exactly. I own the space over here. Like, I own my space. If you feel like you move, I'll keep walking. That's how I deal with it. You gotta be strong here, guys. You gotta be strong.
You really have to be strong.
Because a lot of things are gonna like hit you. A lot of challenges are gonna hit, and you can't let. I mean, I understand it's very, very tough, but sometimes you cannot let that define and determine your experience here. We're all here to have a good experience. Yeah, so I take the good and get rid of the bad.
How have you been dealing with stress? Have you ever been depressed?
Oh yeah. Like I have been depressed. I feel like actually the first 3 years of being here, yeah, those were like very depressing. And I didn't even realize that I was actually depressed until I came out of that depression. I was like, I was actually depressed. My skin was not good.
Oh yeah.
I gained a lot of weight. I didn't know if I could show you a picture of me 3 years ago and me now, like you'll be like, yeah, you were
depressed.
And you don't realize you're depressed until you actually realize oh my God, I'm actually depressed. Like you don't even realize. Sometimes it's kind of like you can't even tell what is bothering you because it's a lot. You're missing home. You're in this country. You're by yourself. You almost feel like you're not doing good enough. Yeah, there's always that moment where you feel, actually, if you're very new and maybe you meet the people who maybe you meet, they're already like 10 steps further away from you and you feel like, damn, I'm missing out and I'm not doing enough. There's always that feeling like I'm not doing enough. So what I quickly learned is that you cannot compare your journey to someone else. Don't compare. And also, it takes time. And give yourself grace. Like you literally moved from a whole new country. You left your whole,
like everything. You left everything.
You left. New. Yeah, you left. It's almost like you left two. It's like you're two Catherines.
Exactly. Yeah.
You left one true. Catherine back there, and you came and picked up another one over here, and trying to figure out who is this new person who is this person? It's almost like you start a whole new life that you have no idea of what you're doing.
It's like you're a baby again.
Yeah.
With no parents to guide you.
Exactly. That's even harder. You're like a baby adult.
You're a baby adult. No one to guide you. Yeah. Now you have to figure it out on your own.
It's hard, girl. It's hard. And at the same time, you don't have the luxury of sitting home and crying. You don't have that luxury because guess what?
You just don't have. You cannot even cry. You cannot be in your feelings.
No. Which is not good.
It's hard being in America, you guys.
That's what I learned. Like that's why I thought it was gonna be cute, you know. But when you keep working and you keep like, I feel like for me, it took me accepting that this is my life. I literally had to come to a place of acceptance and accept this is your life right now and you gotta deal with it.
Yeah, you gotta deal with it.
This is the reality. There's nothing. And you cannot turn back around. Like you've come so far. It's too late.
It's too late.
You're already here.
1 month in the US, you could have turned.
Exactly.
But
7 years
now.
Actually, 3 years, I'm like, nah, you cannot turn back around. So
just do it.
Accepting. I feel like accepting things is for me always works. When I'm going through something, I accept. And as soon as I start accepting, I start healing. I start being like releasing. I'm like, okay, I've accepted. I'm gonna have to start my life all over again. I'm gonna have to like navigate this whole place. I'm gonna have to date over here. I'm gonna have to raise my kids over here at some point. So acceptance. Once you start accepting, I feel like things start getting easier.
Have you ever been to therapy?
No, I haven't.
Why? Because you accept.
No, I do need to go to therapy. That's for sure. I haven't, but yeah, it's definitely something that I want to explore.
Why?
At some point in life.
Why do you think therapy is important?
I feel for me, it's almost like I want to do like a mirror shadow. I want to I want to talk to someone who doesn't know me. Because I feel like I know me, but I also don't know me. And I don't want to I don't want to like go through life second guessing myself. Like I want to talk to someone who can like affirm me and tell me like,
because these are things we don't really treasure. We don't really do in Africa. No, we do have therapists, but we don't really we're not really into it.
Exactly. So I want to try it and see like, are there things about me that I'm gonna discover that I thought I knew about myself, and I didn't. I'm like, oh, okay. I want to get a different perspective
of yourself,
of myself.
Let's say I am new in the US. What would be the biggest thing? What would be the biggest advice you'd give someone who is new to the US, considering that you're 7 years in the US?
If you're new in the US, like you gotta watch out for whoever you're hanging out with. You gotta like I said, the people who you come in contact kind of like determine, but you don't have to let it be that way. As soon as you realize, first of all, know what you want. Know where you're from.
Like you're here. Yeah. Now what do you want?
Know where you're from. Sit back and look where you come from and decide what you want. And that will kind of like help you, because these people who come here and they get lost along the way. People start drinking, people start partying, they meet friends, and it's all fun and games until you're like 20 years and you have nothing to show for.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
That's
true. So know what you want. I think look back, see where you came from, and know what you want out of your experience here in the US. That's all I'll say. And filter out. As it's okay to have fun. Like me, I'm an advocate of having fun. No, it's okay to travel. It's okay to go out there and see other things, but at the same time, stay focused. Try and be as focused as possible. Yeah. And try and also, actually, when it comes to friendships, try and have friends who you're on the same alignment and you share the same core values with. You can't just have friends who just want to like only party and they don't want to work. Then that's not gonna work out for you, you know.
So I was about to say, you want to party, I don't want to party. Make friends, girl.
But yeah, I will party and I'll go to work.
Yeah, that's true. Some people just want to party.
Exactly,
I get it. Yeah,
I will do that. I don't have a problem. I know how. I'm very disciplined. I know how to handle my business.
You are. Yeah. You are. I mean, you just told me you'd be working 7 days a week.
Exactly.
And you still party.
I will still save some time to like go out and enjoy your life. Like. I feel like that also kind of helps with like a little bit of mental health. Most people work. Actually, Africans, they work.
I was about to ask that. I was about to say, what do you think about working all the time? Because I have friends
I don't recommend
who work 7 days a week and they only go out like, okay, I want to go to Walmart. I need to.
That can never be me.
What can you say about working all the time? Because Africans know that.
No,
I'm in America. I need to make money.
Of course you need to make money. Of course you need to work, but you have to enjoy this money that you're working so hard for. And I'm not saying...
So you're telling me not to build a house in Africa?
You can build that. You can do all those things.
You want me to go out in the...
Exactly, please. You can do all those things. You have to like going out is not even... Doesn't mean you have to be extravagant about it. Just do something nice for yourself. Take yourself out for like a nice little dinner, you know. I'm a firm believer in balancing life. You gotta balance life. That's me. Like I like to balance my life. I like to leave a little room for play, you know, as much as I'm working hard. And you have to also learn how to budget. If you know how to budget, know how much money you're making, how much your bills are, how much you want to put into savings, whatever is left, you can spare yourself like a little something. Just go treat yourself, you know. And also know how to prioritize. Everybody has different priorities. There are people who prioritize in buying clothes. There are people who prioritize in traveling. Like, know what you like. Whatever you like, spend money on it.
Like, find something that makes you feel better.
Do do something. Call your friends, hang out with your friends, something good
Just
for your
make
mental.
time
Yeah,
for
make time for yourself and the people that you love. You know, you don't even have to go out.
Like one thing I always tell people. There was money before we came to the US.
And there will always
There's
be
money here, and there will always be money.
If you
we
believe
will
that
not
way,
finish money.
Exactly.
We will not.
And if you believe that way, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Do you ever miss home?
Girl, do I ever miss home? Every single day. I did dream. Lately, I've been having a lot of dreams.
They're calling you.
They better call me because I'm ready, girl. I'm ready. I wanna.
You're
go
ready
visit.
to go back home.
I wanna go visit. Like that's home. Home will always be home.
That's true. And the freedom is just different. The freedom is different in America.
I miss it. I miss the food. I miss the lifestyle. I miss the chaotic. The things that, it's funny, the things that I was running away from, I miss them.
That's what you miss. Exactly. Like that's what you miss.
I miss the drama.
Yeah.
You know, like just seeing people.
I'm done with Africa because of this. That's what you're missing.
Yeah. Some parts I miss, like I miss the drama. I miss the just seeing people, the community. Actually, for me, it's community. I miss the community.
Yeah.
Just waking, like you can, back home you could you go visit people easily without having, like in America, you have to schedule appointment to go see your friends.
Your friend.
Your friends.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
I think that's how life is supposed to be. Anyway.
I feel like put some boundaries.
Put
boundaries.
People and then schedule. But it's just crazy down here. Like,
no.
Are you free on Thursday? Are you free on Saturday? In Africa, you just be like, girl, I'm coming to your house.
Not even like you just be passing on the street and be like,
let me
stop at Kathleen house.
Exactly.
Real quick.
But here you cannot do that.
No.
And you work a lot.
And it kind of helps. Maybe it helps here. It does help to kind of like set that boundary a little bit. But also back home, maybe it kind of helps because you could be going through something that you need. It's like, you need someone to talk to immediately. But here, God,
you will call your friends.
That's why they recommend therapy over here. I'll go outside and just like, I can go either for a walk or I can go sit at a coffee shop and just like people watch. I love people watching. That's one of my favorite activities. You don't know people watching?
She's not African. What do you mean I love people watching?
It's like sitting down there wearing my sunglasses and watching people walking
She's
around.
a spy. She's a spy.
That's like the best thing. Just like sit there and look at people with their children passing around.
Are you CIA?
Maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. What do you mean I love people watching?
I love it. I love just sit, especially when it's nice out. Yeah, I love being outside.
I think that sounds like the African you. Like, I love people watching.
Exactly, because that's how
naturally people watch us. You wake up in the morning as an African watching people. You actually turned that into a hobby.
Wow, nah, my hobby. Just go sit there with my little coffee and just like.
People watching.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's
watching.
A thing.
It's a thing. Try it, actually.
No.
It's fun.
No. I cannot do that. I've grown up doing that.
Yeah.
I didn't even give it a name. It has a name.
Oh, yeah, it's called people watching.
Wow.
Just go sit at a nice, cute little coffee shop.
African of you.
Wear some sunglasses. And nobody's gonna know. Sit down.
Oh my God, that's so African of you. I swear that is so African of you.
Then you get to see so many things and like, you know what? I'm actually
now thinking about it, I think it's actually a good thing because you get to see how people behave.
Yeah, you get to
read people's mind. Are you a lip, what do they call this? A lip reader?
What is that? A lip reader?
Yeah.
Or like you can, no, I don't know. But I can read body language. I think I can like look up body language.
You should do something. If you say people watching is a hobby, you should do something you should know something. That random people.
I see so many things. I'm like, oh, okay, that's interesting. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Like,
like me, it's not a hobby, okay? I don't do people watching like the way you do, but I can tell, okay, those people are arguing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I can tell who is winning.
Do it extra hair.
I can actually tell who is winning in that argument. That
takes my mind. I like taking my mind off reality, like just doing something that is not me and looking at it, something that takes me out of reality. That helps a lot.
It does.
Yeah. That really helps.
That's good. Tell me about the American dream. Do you believe in the American dream?
Yes and no.
Why?
Yes, because America is good. Like, you're gonna come here, you're gonna achieve a lot of things, you're gonna grow a lot, which is gonna make you wanna do more with your life. So yeah, the dream is definitely attainable based on who you are as a person. And no, because it depends on what your idea of the American dream is. I feel like a lot of people get into debt chasing the American dream, and us coming from Africa, we're not used to debt. So if I have to incur debt for the American dream, I don't want it.
I don't want
Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I'm not saying that I can entirely avoid debt. I don't think it's possible not to. Now, of course, there's like good debt and there's like bad debt. I don't want to get into like bad debt. And by bad debt, I mean I don't want to get into debt in things that I don't necessarily need. Right now, I'm not in that place where I'm not in that place where like I need to be buying like a big house and stuff like that. I'm not chasing all that right now. So I'm good for now. Like, but when that time comes, I can reevaluate and see what I'm willing to sacrifice and all that. But I don't want to get into a lot of debt in the idea of an American dream.
Okay, so what is on top for you, investing in America or investing in Malawi? What would you say is the best for you?
For me, I want to invest in both. I look at investment. I will invest based on the money that I have right now. If I have money to invest in America, I will invest in America. If my money is enough to invest back home, I will invest back home.
Because I know some people be like, oh no, you don't have to invest in America. We have our country. We're gonna go back to Malawi. Why are you investing in America?
If you can afford it, invest here. Like, if you can do it over here, and you see, I don't play by the rules.
There are no rules.
If you keep playing life by the rules, you're gonna miss out on so many opportunities. If you find a good investment here that you can afford, like, again, me, I always look like, can I afford it?
Can I do it?
Can I do it? If I can do it, I will do it. If I cannot do it, then I will not do it. If it's easier for me to invest back home right now because it's cheaper for me, with the dollar rates and everything. And I do see myself going back home at some point, then I will do it. I don't see a problem. Rich people invest all over the world.
Yeah, that's true.
So why can't you?
Exactly.
Why do you want to limit yourself to like, oh, I'm just going to invest in America or I'm going to invest back home? Like, build a portfolio everywhere. I don't see anything. As long as it's a good portfolio and you know what you're doing. Like, yeah, me, I will invest here and I'll also invest back home based on how much money I have.
So
that's my idea. Everything is about money. No, don't ever let anybody lie to you. Everything is about money. Money talks. Money decides.
Money decides.
Money decides. Yeah, money decides. So if you have money to invest here, then do it. And if you don't have enough money to invest here, then invest where you can afford. As long as you're doing something. Yeah, as long as you're doing something. That's my perspective.
Anyway, you guys, we need to go. I think, I don't know how long we've been doing this, but this has been a nice conversation. I've learned a lot from you, Grace.
I'm glad you have. I hope you have. I wasn't bubbling.
No, actually, I have. I've learned a lot from you. So what's one advice you can give me? I am 3 years. You're 7 years.
Yeah.
What's that one advice you can give me?
I feel like, I will take advice from you as well,
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No. Girl, you are doing good.
No.
I'm proud of you. I'm so glad that you brought me in and we had this conversation. Definitely proud of you. So my advice is for you to keep going. You're doing good.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing good.
But I need more. Advise me. You still have something to say. No, you're doing great. Thank you.
You're doing great.
Thank you.
Keep doing
it's not easy for someone to
stay open. Okay. Actually, I have a good advice for you that I always tell myself: stay open-minded.
Okay.
Don't stay closed off. Don't close yourself to the idea of just one thing. Stay as open as you can. That will help you a lot navigate here because there's lots of crazy things that happen. Yeah. You never know what's gonna
being open-minded. I think that's actually something I should work on.
Yeah.
It's a whole different thing, right?
Exactly. So this is a whole different world over here.
This side, oh my god!
And this will shock you. And if you don't want to like get so shocked. Just stay open-minded. Stay open-minded.
That's a nice one.
Actually, us coming from back home, like we need to like learn how to be open-minded. Yeah,
that's a nice one.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, and thank you so much for coming. Thank you for agreeing to do this with me.
Sure.
I don't take it for granted. It's actually my first episode. You didn't see anything. You're just like, okay, I'm doing this. Grace, I gave you an idea.
Open-minded. Stay open-minded.
Yeah.
You never know.
You never know. Exactly. Yeah, that's so true. Thank you so much for sparing me time. I know you're a busy person. You have a lot going on, but you agreed to do this with me. Thank you. I had a good conversation with you, and I've learned a lot from you. Trust me, I have. I have learned a lot.
Yeah.
I didn't talk too much, so you
next time I'll make you do the talking. She gotta talk, guys. She got some wisdom in her brain too that she needs to share. So
anyway, guys, good things come to an end. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Thank you for being here. I have learned a lot. I hope that you have learned something from this conversation. Thank you so much, Grace, for coming and agreeing to do this with me. If you have any questions, if you have any topics, any thoughts that you would like me to discuss with my next guest or with Grace, we're definitely going to have this conversation again. So if you have anything that you would like us to talk about, have any questions, please feel free to comment on in the comment section and just give us feedback. Tell us how we're doing. Tell us how this first episode is, so that we can get to do more. But all in all, thank you guys for tuning in. Till next time. Bye. Oh, cheers. That was nice.